Listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
We walk the line and try to see, falling behind what could be. Oh, bring me up higher, bring me higher, bring me up.
Welcome back, 10:15, 30th day of November, and the last interview of the month belongs to Abigail Parker and Nourished Revival. How was the one-year anniversary celebration extravaganza?
It's funny because it feels like I was just here. Didn't plan on coming back so soon, but here we are.
So how'd the 1 year turn out?
Oh, it's so exciting. Just to say that you hit that 1 year mark, it's such an accomplishment because to start your own business is huge, but then to hit that milestone, you're like, I'm doing this.
Right, you're actually doing, and you're accomplishing it. It's been a pretty good year for you, huh?
Yeah, it's been great.
Well, what I saw on your Facebook the other day was on Giving Tuesday, and it was about the December 5th Fund and how you are supporting it with Nourished Revival. Fill me in on this.
So that's really what I'm so excited to be talking about today. I'm here not to promote myself, but to promote the fundraiser that I'm doing. So the December 5th Fund was started by Tom Wiley, who unfortunately couldn't be here with me today. So you get stuck with me trying to tell his story instead of him. He's much better at it, obviously. But he started it based on his own experience with his wife battling cancer. Back in 2016, December 5th, he says, is a great day because in the 2 years his wife was dealing with cancer, he woke up that morning to the smell of pancakes, and hearing his wife laughing in the kitchen was something that had not been common at that point in their house. She said she was feeling great, and they got to dance in the kitchen, which was huge for him. They decorated their Christmas tree. They got to go enjoy Christmas lights with their kids. It turned out to be just a great day.
Wow.
And unfortunately, just about a month later, she ended up passing away.
But were they able to experience the holidays a little bit?
I think the whole thing is the December 5th
That one
was
day?
that was the day that she
Wow.
felt so good. And then from there, it was back to her usual where she was just kind of struggling in pain.
Well, and honestly, as anyone that's gone through that knows, that one day is invaluable, and it's something I'm sure that they'll remember forever, is that, that moment, waking up to the smell of, breakfast and laughter and the things that, you enjoyed before, the things took a little bit of a turn. And take me through your involvement on this. How did you end up getting involved with the December 5th Fund?
So I met Tom Wiley at a Bethel Chamber of Commerce meeting earlier this year. And, we all have our whys for our business. It was great to talk about mine last time I was here, but his why was the one that, brought tears to the room.
Right.
So he told his story, and that one day is why he started the December 5th Fund. He wanted to be able to give other families that great day that he got to experience. So now the December 5th Fund helps local families. They're based in St. Louis, but they come into the area. They work with people in Madison County, where you can nominate a family to have this great day. They will pay for the family to go out and enjoy the day together, and then they have a group of volunteers that goes into the home and works on things that maybe have been neglected, like during the summer, especially, mowing the lawn and taking care of weeds and everything. If you have home projects that have been cast aside, and so they really make a point of making it just all they can for the family for that day, so that they don't have to think about cancer just for one day is their thing.
Well, and to me, for any family, that's just, again, invaluable for them to, for one day just say, hey, everything, we're forgetting about it. None of this is going on. Let's just enjoy each other's company. And as we're learning about this, what stuck out to you the most?
I was really impressed with the fact that he says that this is, it's a nonprofit. It's not something he's doing trying to make money off of. He purely is in this for the good of wanting to help other people, which just really touched me, especially the fact that because he understands what they're going through is why he's doing this.
Well, and for him to do that is very just amazing, honestly. I mean, that's the only word to describe it. For somebody to use their story and use that to help other families that are going through something. And no matter what time of the year it is, just to be able to say, hey, we were able to do this because of Tom and this wonderful organization, man, that's pretty cool stuff. And with that being said, how are you planning? Because I saw your post and you're doing a little bit of a fundraiser opportunity with T-shirts.
Yes.
Fill me in on this.
So 'tis the season for giving, especially it was just Giving Tuesday a couple of days ago. So I am smack dab in the middle of my fundraiser right now. I started on Tuesday. It's going through Sunday the 3rd. But I'm selling T-shirts that I have my slogan on there, Thrive, Not Just Survive, which fits very well into what he's doing for these families, trying to really help them make the most of life for that one day. And so I am doing 100% of the profits from this fundraiser are going towards the December 5th fund. So I'm not keeping anything for myself. This is purely a fundraiser for that organization. And so I'm really thrilled about doing this. And as I said, I'm halfway through, so I have set a $500 goal. I'm at $312 raised so far. So I'm on here asking for help for anybody who is looking to provide some generosity during this time of year to consider donating, get a T-shirt out of it, and help me help them.
Well, and this is really a great collaborative effort that you're doing. Is this something that you've been wanting to do with various organizations, or this is kind of fall hand in hand?
I love being able to do partnerships with other businesses in the community, and I was thinking this time of year I want to do something different, and it's not every day that you get a chance to give back to another organization. And so I was thinking again, 'tis the season, I really wanted to make something special as opposed to just focusing on my business right now.
Well, and that's what I think is really cool because, a year in, you're still, new to the scene and you have things that I'm sure that you want to accomplish, but to take a pause and really do this is kind of a great way to not only get the word out about Nourished Revival, but just support and be one with the Christmas and holiday season. That's what this is all about,
Exactly.
Really cool. So you are more than halfway?
I'm more than halfway.
That is incredible.
Yes. Yeah.
And how is it? It seems like this kind of came about pretty quickly, though, with people wanting to be a part of this, huh?
Yes, and it's great even to just get to spread the word and talk about it, because even with my own business, I know that the more you just get to talk to people and share what you have going on, it makes such a difference when people get to hear about it. So as much as I can to promote that I'm doing this, to be able to raise as much money as I can for them is just huge.
Well, and let me take you back. I'm on Decemeber5th.org. That is December, the number 5th.org. And let me fill you in on the Great Day program. Through the Great Day program, families are treated to a strategically planned day filled with memories to last a lifetime. While out enjoying their day, their dedicated volunteers ensure that a family, like Abigail said, returns home to a perfectly manicured lawn, clean laundry, new decor, and the completion of many other household burdens that become unmanageable when dealing with cancer. And this is such a huge thing because no one really talks about the loved ones of the individual going through this. And the reason I say that is because we know how awful and just terrible the illness is for the individual battling, but for the support staff that are working their jobs and coming back home and being the supporter and caregiver of their loved one, especially when things start to progress. The stress level and the mental, honestly, instability that they face is tough. So to be able to have this, to really treat the family, and when I say family, the entire family, because you're getting the lawn taken care of, the house taken care of, and things that you didn't want to think about while you were dealing with this is just amazing. Just so cool. And what was the kind of just for me asking, what was kind of the atmosphere in the room whenever you guys are learning about this? Because I've never heard of this organization before, and I didn't realize how local it was because I saw your page and I went, wow. On Giving Tuesday, on the December 5th fund, they broke their goal of $10,000 by, I think they had $12,000 donated to them to help families going through something like this. And what was like that atmosphere? Was it just one of those where people are going, this is really cool. Where's this been?
It's interesting because I'm pretty sure it was my first Chamber of Commerce meeting, so I didn't really know what I was getting into. And so he stood up to speak, and I'm thinking, okay, just somebody getting to share about their business. And then he starts talking, and the room just kind of quiets as he starts to tell his story, because we all have that story. And I am guilty of being an emotional person as it is, but you see other people kind of start to, dab their eyes a little bit. And it was just so amazing at how this entire room of people, just from one man standing there, felt so touched.
Well, 100%. And then here's another program from the December 5th Fund, which is an extension on the Great Day program. It's called the Helping Hand Support Plan. Through the other organizations provide similar services to their Great Day program. They're the only organization in the metropolitan committed to providing an ongoing supporter connected to household maintenance. Think about that. Their program is without restrictions based on the age or other demographics of the patient. So, it's what this does is it provides families with 3 or 6 months of continuous care through the home. That is incredible. I mean, for volunteers to come out and just be a part of that. I mean, if you're not feeling something on this, I mean, that just kind of makes the hair on my arm stick up a little bit, to be honest with you, Abigail. And, for someone, I just think it's really cool that for someone like yourself that's, newer into the business world to just say, I'm really loving this, and let's put a way that Nourished Revival can help kind of support this and give back in a way. This is just really cool.
I appreciate that.
So why don't we do this? 10:26 the time. We'll take a quick pause. We'll come back with more of this conversation, learn more about how we can support Abigail. And I have a couple of more questions to throw out there, too. 10:26 the time on this last day of November. We'll take a quick break. Daily show on a Thursday. Comes back to you right after this.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alt Memorial campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nacella on RiverBender.com.
Touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone.
I'll tell you here after this. 10:20, I was running out of music, Ben. So I was just talking to Abigail during the break. 10:28 is the time on this 30th day of November. And we were talking, and there's sometimes that I was telling you, Abigail, that sometimes people might, use a campaign and it comes off a little bit more as something that's an advertisement. This is not. And I love this. I mean, you've done this 100% the right way. So all you're doing, I'm putting this together just because you never know if someone has any questions about this, is you're saying, hey, for a $25 donation to the December 5th Fund, you're getting a t-shirt and you're giving the money to the December 5th Fund. And you are doing this absolutely the right way.
Yeah, and I appreciate that so much.
So, whenever you were doing this, did you think, because you put this up on Giving Tuesday and December the 3rd is Sunday. So that's less than a week. Did you think that you'd have that much of a reaction to this? You're already over halfway.
No, I did not expect to be over halfway already. Definitely. I honestly was like, $500 is probably a stretch, But I have been told in the past from people, whenever you are doing anything in your business, focus on things that make you excited.
Yeah.
Don't play it safe. And so I decided that I'm going to set a goal that makes me excited. And so that's what I'm going for.
That's so cool. And now also, there's a Google form that is available. And all you have to do is go over to Nourished Revival's Facebook page. I'm going to try to link it to the on-demand video. And what I think's cool is I'm on the form right now, and it's a simple form, easy for me to understand because I have ADD, a squirrel moment, and I'm gone. There's no catching me. All you do is put your first and last name. Do you need it shipped? Provide your shipping address. Plus, I wanted to fill you in just in case, you want to buy the shirt and support Abigail, but maybe you want to support the December 5th fund a little bit further. Here are, you can find the PayPal and Venmo on that Google form, or you can just Venmo right now. How about that? Putting you on the spot. Parkers-16, the number 1 and 6. If I can get you a Venmo of $100 right now, I'll feel pretty good. Who wants to help me out?
Too.
We got Abigail in the studio for a couple more minutes, and I want a Facebook message that says, CJ, I got you covered. If you do that, you know what? I'll throw in something. We'll give you one of those free speakers up there. Those are kind of cool, you know.
You're gonna make my year.
Well, and speaking of the year, after everything you've done, it has to be a whirlwind because normally, whenever you start the business, and I've been, and this was just me, really, you start the business, you get all this work done, you think you're ready to go, cool, day one. And then all of a sudden, the whirlwind of reality of business hits you, and you're going nonstop, 24 hours a day, trying to develop, trying to expand. Did you really think that you'd have the success that you had after the first year?
Well, CJ, I don't think we talked about it when I was here last.
Maybe
but
not.
I got really excited when I first started because right off the bat, I was getting clients and so excited to be working with people. And then come the beginning of this year, I actually had an infection. And after getting clients and being really excited, ended up taking a step back for a few months and not working with anybody because I was too busy trying to focus on my own health at that point. And so from there, it was a comeback of trying to figure out how to basically start over. Is what I felt like. I had gained momentum, and then all of a sudden, that momentum felt like it was gone, and I was starting fresh again. And so that's where I like to think that the struggles that we go through ourselves allow us to better ourselves and help people when we can come back stronger. So that's what I've really tried to do. And so to be here ending the year so strong, I'm thrilled.
So the hardest thing to do for anything is to get the train to move. You had the train moving. You had to stop the train and restart the train on. That is in alone just a success story. Wow. No, I don't think anyone's been able to do that in a year where you're able to stop and just and start moving again after you're battling your own illness and getting better. That's just amazing. Did you? Seriously, do you know how amazing that is? That is so cool. And Abigail, while I have you, can you fill in the audience about what your services are again, just in case people are interested?
Absolutely. So I am a holistic nutritionist. So this time of year, especially, people are talking about nutrition. Maybe you are struggling over the holidays, thinking about eating too much, eating the wrong foods, feeling guilty about it, and thinking about come January, things changing. And now is really the time to do that. I had, of course, a year ago, my first client sign up to work with me. And it's still, to this day, I can remember one of those clients, whenever she signed up, she was like, I cannot believe I'm doing this over the holidays. But oh my goodness, I'm so glad I'm doing this over the holidays. And that's exactly it, because I'm not here to tell you not to eat foods. I'm here to help you enjoy food more and make it so that you don't feel like you're questioning what you should or shouldn't be eating.
That is a great point in itself, because it's not to me, it's not just with food. It's with, anything that could be having a vice with, right? Because, for somebody that, especially during the holiday season, you're going to go out and hang out with friends potentially, or maybe go mingle with somebody that just came back into town from that hasn't been in for a while. So, for someone like me, I always try to watch what I drink in the holiday season, because I know that if I start, pounding the Coors Light, it might not stop till the calendar flips over. So I'm really mindful. So when I go out, though, I start getting in my head going, man, I can't even enjoy this because now I got to watch this, and I only want to have one, and then I got to worry about this and all. But it's the same kind of approach that you can enjoy these things if you have the right mind, and not in the same, but in a similar kind of concept, right?
Yeah.
Am I onto something here?
Yeah, that's the whole thing I teach is balance for people, because too much of a good thing even is too much.
Yeah.
So I really, I'm proud to help people find their balance that works for them.
And this is just, well, I was on a fishing expedition. I'm glad I caught it because I was just throwing a line. It seemed like it made sense though, and it's just really cool. I love your approach to this because we talked about your article that you wrote about, hey, eating candy is not the worst thing that you can do to yourself. And it's that mindset that I think so many of us really need, especially in the holiday season where everyone's stressed out to begin with. I mean, especially for the November pay folks that technically only got paid once because the first is this Friday, and that would be the second Friday or the fourth Friday technically of November, but it's December 1st. And so we were talking about that just the other day to some folks when I was out and about, and all the stress that brings to be able to have a mindset and really an advocate and a advocate like Abigail to tell you and walk you through this and say, hey, take a breath. It's okay. Let's walk through this together. What's your kind of clients' concerns around the holidays, if you don't mind me asking?
So right now, this time of year, it's, my clients in general are kind of the same type of people where they're looking to age optimally, where they don't have to take a lot of medications.
Yep.
They're wanting to learn how to use food to help themselves feel better. But basically, it's people who have tried a lot of diets before. And they feel kind of stuck with not being able to figure out how they should be eating and feeling like they don't have the control. And maybe there's some weight issues in there, of course, as well. And so we really talk about finding, again, that balance that works for them so that they're eating the foods that are fueling them, but they're also still enjoying their favorite foods.
And that, to me, is just honestly one of the things that could make or break someone's really happiness to wrap up the year, because it's needed. I mean, to me, I think it's so important. You got to have this positive mindset at the holiday season to wrap the year up. Because if you start the year off in a bad mood, bad mindset, it's going to be a rough 2024,
Yes, exactly. And that's why I'm like, don't wait until January to try to think that you need to start over. We start now so that you're going into the new year already feeling better.
And how many, so you have room to take some additional clients if someone's interested? There you go. Nourished Revival on Facebook. But let's circle back to the December 5th Fund, because I just think what you're doing is really cool with this. And what I think is awesome is the fact that you went to a local chamber meeting in Bethauto, correct? And this is kind of what spurred it. So it's, again, a community connection right here in the Riverbend region. And this program is just amazing. The December 5th Fund mission is to give a day without worry to families whose loved one is affected with cancer and currently undergoing active cancer treatment. Through the Great Day and Helping Hands program, the December 5th Fund, well, that creates a once-in-a-lifetime memory for families affected by cancer and provides ongoing support for the family as they continue that long journey through treatment. And Abigail over here has come up with a really cool way to support this mission. For a $25 donation is really what it is. You get a really cool, and these are nice shirts, by the way. I think you did a good job. You get a really cool Nourished Revival Thrive, Not Just Survive t-shirt, and all the money is going right back to the December 5th Fund. I love it. I think this is just really cool. And Abigail, what's the best way for people to reach out to you directly to get more information on what you have to offer and all the great things that are coming down the pipeline from Nourished Revival?
Well, everything is on my website. So the simplest way is to go to NourishedRevival.com. I have the t-shirt link right there on my homepage that you can click to order the link. There's also the contact section there. If you want to get in touch with me there, you can do that.
There you go. And the website works. I'm waiting for it to load. My charter's slow today, I'm telling you what. I was going to put you on the spot. I've done that before where I'm looking up a website and one time the link was broken.
Oh, I checked it before I came.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
you are
I'm
a veteran
about this.
Yeah, you are a seasoned pro at this point in time. NourishedRevival.com to start your journey with Abigail. But if I can say, most importantly, until the 3rd, please support Abigail's mission to support the December 5th Fund. Through December the 3rd, 100% of proceeds when you purchase a Thrive, Not Just Survive, Nourished Revival t-shirt will be donated to help families forget cancer just for one day. For more information on that fund, you can go to December5th.org, December5th.org, or for more information on Abigail, NourishedRevival.com. Thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
No, I'm just so thrilled to be sharing about this fundraiser and hopeful that people feel generous to want to help me out reach my goal.
Absolutely. And when we come back from a quick break, so I got to tell you this story. I was doing events yesterday because I help manage the community calendar, and every week I like to tell people what's happening. There are 35 different events on Saturday, so I had to put a pause in the list, and I said, let's come back and tackle this tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do next, right after this quick one, in the heart of the sixth.